What if I told you the strongest kingdom in the world hasn't even fully appeared in One Piece yet? A land where giants just don't fight; they rewrite history. Elbaf is not just another land; it's where legends, it's where legends are born, and where the final war may begin. Now, let me introduce you guys to Elbaf Arc Explained, the giant kingdom of legends. Elbaf is a legendary homeland of the giants of One Piece. It is really said to be one of the most powerful and isolated kingdoms in the entire world. You feel me? Built on pride, honor, and overwhelming strength. Did you know that Big Mom even said that if she had Elbaf's giants under her control, she could have ruled the entire world? And that just tells you a lot about Elbaf and his giants. Elbaf is not just about strength, it's about history, the secrets of the world government that they do not want uncovered to the rest of the world. If you notice, I believe Elbaf is probably the final arc of One Piece because everything that happened in One Piece from episode one to now will give you subtle hints about Elbaf, and Elbaf. Elbaf is deeply tied to some of the biggest mysteries in One Piece history: the ancient giants, the void-centric connections, the legendary warrior culture, and possibly Joy Boy's era. I feel like Wano was a big one too. You know what I'm saying? So let me just Elbaf is really represented as a warrior society that never bowed to the world government, which kind of ties into Luffy's father, Monkey D. Dragon. And in a world where power is controlled by secrets, Elbaf is one of the last places that holds the truth. Now, this is for all my Usopp fans out there, right? For Usopp, Elbaf is definitely personal. Usopp has always dreamed of becoming a brave warrior to sea, right? And Elbaf is the ultimate symbol of bravery. This arc may finally push Usopp into becoming what he always pretended to be, a real giant warrior at heart. And you already know how deeply he fell in love with the giants way back. You know what I'm saying? Him and Luffy. So their arrival to Elbaf was pretty much destined to happen. When the Straw Hats finally arrived in Elbaf, everything changed. We're not talking about a friendly island arc. We're talking about a battlefield of ideology, power, and ancient history. Now, a lot of possible conflicts could happen, right? Giants versus world government influence, ancient weapons or hidden technology, revolutionary army involvement. That's why I told you with Dragon, right? And possibly Luffy stepping into a role even bigger than Yonko status. What's bigger than Yonko status? You already know. King of the pirates. Now I'm gonna talk about some theories I have. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start with the first theory, right? Elbaf holds ancient knowledge. Some fans believe Elbaf contains record of the void century that even O'Hara couldn't uncover. And if you notice, Nico Robin kind of went her own way to figure out this knowledge as soon as she got to Elbaf, you know? So that tells me that there's definitely something here that she has to uncover, right? Number two, it's something that we already know, right? The connection to Joy Boy. And we already know that Luffy is Joy Boy. I feel like Loki could be a reincarnate of Joy Boy as well, too. Elbaf might be directly tied into Joy Boy's legacy, possibly even protected something he left behind. And I believe once Luffy finds that something he left behind, I believe his final form will finally be awoken. You know what I'm saying? I believe this arc, which leads into my third theory, right, is the final war. Elbaf can be where Luffy and his allies will prepare for the final war against the world government. And you already know how big the world government is. Now, let me take a sip of my coffee on that one. You feel me? It's just crazy. I told you I want to take these videos, man. So this is just raw. You dig? And number four, Shanks' hidden involvement. Many believe Shanks has deeper ties to Elbaf than we currently know. I believe that wholeheartedly. And as you know, the author did say that the moment you start seeing Shanks appear a lot more in One Piece, that's how you know One Piece is coming to an end. And I think this is probably going to be his favorite arc because we're going to see everything about One Piece. I mean, One Piece, everything about Shanks. We already know Shanks has a twin brother. I believe his name is Shamrock. And we don't know who's really stronger, Shamrock or Shanks. You feel me? We don't even know. One thing I believe too, which leads into another theory of mine, I believe that Shanks' weapon has a devil fruit, just like Shamrock. And I think that nobody has really pushed him to using that power. But we'll get back into the real discussion here, you know what I'm saying? This is why Elbaf in this arc, right, could change everything for One Piece. Elbaf isn't just another arc. It could be the turning point of the entire story, man. Because once the secrets of Elbaf are revealed, the history of the world changes, the truth of the void century may surface, and the final war becomes inevitable. You already knew, or you already seen how the world government was in shambles when they believed that Egghead was going to uncover all the secrets. He did in the video, and they tried their hardest to shut him up. So it's definitely something that you don't want to see in there, right? So the real question is, when the Straw Hat stepped foot in the Elbaf, will they discover the truth of the world? Or will Elbaf become the start of everything, right? Well, the ending of everything. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned because a lot of things are getting massive and a new chapter is on its way out. You know what I'm saying? So I got a lot more content like this coming out soon. So I'm gonna use the last little few minutes of this video to kind of ramble about One Piece and a lot of things that I believe are gonna happen. And I want you guys to put in the comment section you guys' theories on everything that's going on, right? Excuse me. I believe that Zoro is about to get a huge power up. Zoro is definitely one of my favorite characters in this Elbaf arc. His power up is coming soon because Gaban already told Zoro that you use Conqueror's Haki. You don't even really know it, right? Sanji, I believe Sanji's going to get a huge power up. I believe Sanji has Conqueror's Haki too. Luffy's left and right wing have to be pretty much some of the strongest people in the world. And then when you add a force like Loki to all this, to this whole equation, this just makes the Straw Hats way overpowered. Funny fan theory, I think Nami got some Haki too. I ain't even joking. When she get mad at Luffy and Zoro and Sanji, she goes to another level. You can't even forget about Jinbei. You know what I'm saying? And the hidden one out of everybody, I think Chopper probably has the most broken devil fruit. Chopper, mark my words, y'all. Chopper has the most broken devil fruit. But this video is coming to an end, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe for your boy, young bitch, with another banger. You feel me?